Good evening. This is the Real School Psychologist back on the beat for another video. It's been a while, so I hope everyone is doing well. Just wanted to do a video about a couple of things that have come up in my world of school psychology, and all of you longtime school psychologists or even newer school psychologists, and definitely people in their intern or first year of school psychology, will come across most likely a case where you have to look at a report from a private clinic and kind of weed through the information and determine just, in talking with your school staff, what a child may or may not need in the school environment. In this particular scenario, you're more likely to look at a 504 plan instead of going right to an evaluation. Very important you're able to counsel the parent and talk with them about the fact that the school does need to collect data and information about their child before they can go into a full-blown evaluation. Going to a 504 is a chance to talk about what's in the report from the private clinic and how that uh, interplays with the child's school experience. So very important to consider the fact that a report in of itself does not guarantee an IEP for a student, but it's a starting point for the school to um, bring all the information together for the parent, talk about how the student is doing at school, and then see what the student needs going forward from there. It may take time for all the information to play out, but an initial 504 meeting is probably your way to go there on that if the child has a medical diagnoses from a doctor and or psychologist who is practicing privately. The second thing I want to get to is behavior in school for some students, whether it's putting their head down during instruction or aggressive behavior, whether physical or verbal, or potentially tossing items, whether in the classroom or possibly food in the cafeteria. Always be ready to consult with your teachers who are involved and with school staff, for example, the lunchroom supervisor or recess supervisor, about what is happening with that particular child and things you can do to intervene. Sometimes it's just privately counseling the student, and also just trying to build up that relationship with the student so that they are willing to make things right, instead of allowing the situation to become a standoff where then the student may engage in some more undesirable behavior such as striking or hitting somebody in anger. Always just talk with your staff about what you're seeing, the antecedents, and then the behaviors, and see if you can smooth things out, working as a team to intervene for that particular student when it comes to issues of undesired behaviors. Finally, in the wake of the death of the Queen of Britain, Queen Elizabeth, wanted to make a comment about queens and kings. And for me, the queen of my life was, of course, my mother, Mary. And I'm not married and have never been married, but if I were, then my wife would then be my queen in that case. So I know people want to honor certain individuals because they're historical figures, but always remember who the real queen in your life is. And of course, if you talk about your king um, as a male child, that would have been my father. So that's my 5 cents on that issue on a lighter note. So at any rate, have a good evening. I will be back on again. As I've said before, I'd like to upgrade my technology, my video production here for this channel. But as you all know, we are in a bit of an economic um, downturn, which probably influences a lot of our decisions, including my decision whether or not to upgrade my technology for this YouTube channel. But it is on the way, it is coming. Be patient. With that, have a good evening and a great week. Thank you and have a good night.